Welcome to a new episode of Subcast. Today we're diving deep into something that's really top of mind for anyone trying to get their message out there. The whole dynamic between organic and paid content.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Think of this as, well, our take, based on our experience here at Subsign, on how to make sure your content actually gets seen, how it translates into real visibility and ultimately engagement.
Absolutely.
We all kind of get the basic idea of organic content, your everyday posts, blogs, the stuff you aren't directly paying to push out there.
The standard stuff, yeah.
But we've formed a bit of a conviction here, maybe a slightly unpopular opinion for some, and it's this. For many brands today, leaning only on organic.
Well, it just isn't the powerhouse it used to be.
It really isn't for the most part.
So let's explore why we think that's the case.
Definitely. What we've observed and what the data shows is a pretty fundamental shift in the digital landscape. And that's significantly impacting how effectively organic content reaches its intended audience. Okay, let's dig into that shift then. Starting with the algorithms, platforms like Facebook, Instagram, X, formerly Twitter. What specific changes have made organic reach such a challenge for businesses?
Well, fundamentally, these platforms have evolved. Their main goal now seems to be prioritizing the user experience.
Makes sense from their side.
Exactly. And a core part of that is showing people more content from their close connections, updates from friends, family. It's been a deliberate adjustment over time.
Which, when you think about your own feed, your own scrolling habits, it probably resonates.
Totally.
I mean, I know I'm often more interested in seeing what my friends are up to than maybe the latest post from a brand I follow, even if I like the brand.
We all are, generally.
So while this might actually be a better experience for us as users, are we really that upset about it? Probably not. But what's a direct consequence for businesses trying to build a presence?
The direct result is a pretty noticeable decrease in the percentage of a business's own followers who actually see their organic posts.
Ah, okay, so even the people who want to see it aren't necessarily getting it.
Precisely. Their natural opportunity for engagement, it just shrinks considerably. I mean, you look at studies, they've shown a significant drop, sometimes drastically, in organic reach for business pages on some platforms over the last few years. It's a very concrete example of this shift.
Right, so even if you spent time and effort building a substantial following, the odds of your newest post naturally landing in front of a good chunk of those followers are, well, much slimmer than they once were.
Much slimmer, yeah.
Okay, and then compounding this is something we often talk about. The massively saturated market. Paint a picture of what that looks like.
Okay, just think about your own social media feeds for a second.
Okay.
How many sponsored posts, how many ads do you scroll past compared to just the organic updates from brands you actually follow?
Yeah, quite a few ads usually.
Exactly. The digital space is just flooded. It's packed with content from countless brands, influencers, individuals. Everyone's vying for attention.
Right.
And this sheer volume makes it incredibly difficult for any single piece of organic content to really cut through the noise and make an impact without some kind of paid boost behind it.
It's like trying to whisper in a packed stadium, maybe.
That's a great analogy, yeah. Like trying to get heard when everyone else is shouting.
You could have the most insightful, brilliant piece of content, but if it's just one tiny ripple in this giant ocean of information, its impact is going to be minimal.
It's likely to be, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you get really lucky, maybe go viral, but you can't bank on that.
Definitely can't bank on that.
Yeah.
And then as we see it, there's the sheer amount of effort, the investment required to even attempt to make that organic content stand out in that noisy environment.
Precisely. Building a truly engaged following, fostering real interaction organically. It takes a significant and importantly consistent dedication, both time and resources.
Yeah, consistency is huge.
Huge. And for, say, smaller businesses or local brands maybe working with tighter budgets, just the act of regularly producing high-quality content, actively engaging with comments and messages, staying top of mind, it becomes a real uphill battle.
It's not just about posting now and then.
Oh, absolutely not. It's a continuous strategic effort. Planning, creating, engaging, analyzing. It's a lot.
And even with all that consistent strategic effort, there's still this layer of unpredictability in the results you'll see with just organic content.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, the fundamental reason goes back to those ever-evolving algorithms we mentioned.
The algorithms again?
Always the algorithms. Plus, just constant shifts in user behavior, what people are interested in right now, platform trends. It all changes so fast. A post that really resonates one day, gets great engagement,
Yeah.
might completely miss the mark the next day. And the reasons why aren't always clear or easy to figure out.
That must be incredibly frustrating for marketers trying to set goals, predict outcomes. You're looking for some dependability, right? Some way to measure your efforts.
Absolutely. I mean, in marketing, we're generally aiming for measurable, reliable results. We need to show ROI, justify budgets.
Of course.
And the inherent unpredictability of purely organic reach makes it really difficult to solely depend on it to drive key performance indicators like sales or leads with any real certainty.
Which is exactly where paid content comes into the picture, isn't it?
That's the pivot, yeah. This is precisely where the strategic use of paid content becomes so crucial for most businesses today.
Okay, let's pivot fully then. We believe here at Subsign, pretty strongly actually, that paid content needs to be a fundamental component of almost every marketing budget now. Why do we see it as so essential?
Well, in simple terms, paid content gives you a much more direct and crucially controlled route to your target audience.
Controlled, okay. How so?
It bypasses many of those organic limitations we've just been talking about. Through things like social media ads, sponsored posts, search engine marketing, you can strategically place your message directly in front of the specific people you want to reach.
Right, you're not just hoping the algorithm picks you.
Exactly. And you can do it with a much greater degree of assurance and speed as well. You turn on the tap, you get reach.
So instead of, hoping the algorithm gods smile on you, you're proactively making sure your message gets there. And a key part of this, as we see it, is the power of precise targeting. Talk about that a bit.
Oh, this is where paid content really shines. The platforms, they offer incredibly sophisticated targeting options now. It's based on a huge amount of data.
Like what kind of data?
Everything from basic demographics, age, location, gender, to much more nuanced stuff like interests, online behaviors, maybe even past purchase history, people who visited your website.
Wow.
This allows for a really refined delivery of your message. You're sending it to the individuals who are most likely to actually be interested in your product or service.
Which should lead to better results.
Exactly. Better engagement, higher conversion potential. Think about retargeting, for instance. Showing ads specifically to people who already visited your website but didn't buy. That's super powerful, and it's a paid tactic.
That's a great point. You're not just shouting into the void. You're using like a laser pointer to connect with specific audience segments that really matter to your business.
Precisely.
And the other major advantage we constantly see with paid content is measurability. The ability to track results effectively.
Yes, exactly. Paid content provides clear, quantifiable metrics, almost immediately usually.
Right.
You can track click-through rates, how many website visits your ads generated, conversion rates, your return on ad spend, ROAS, all those crucial numbers.
That is gold, right?
It's invaluable. It tells you what's working, what isn't. It lets you optimize your campaigns for better performance, tweak your messaging, your targeting, and make informed decisions about where to put your marketing budget next time.
So it's interesting. While organic content might feel like the free option, because you're not directly paying per click or impression,
Right.
the lack of guaranteed reach and those easily measurable results could actually make it a much more expensive approach in the long run if it's not actually driving the outcomes you need.
That's a really important point. You could spend hours, days, weeks creating organic content that ultimately reaches very few people and drives no real business results. What's the ROI on that?
Right, but we also firmly believe in finding that balance, what we sometimes call the middle way. It's definitely not about abandoning organic content altogether, is it?
Oh, absolutely not. That would be a mistake, too. Organic content is still vital. It's foundational.
Foundational for what specifically?
For building genuine brand authenticity. For fostering a loyal community around your brand, for nurturing those deeper connections with your audience that go beyond just a transaction. Think of it as the heart and soul of your brand's online presence.
I like that. The heart and soul. And paid content then acts as what? The amplifier.
Exactly. It's the amplifier. It takes that authentic message, that great organic content, and extends its reach to a much wider but still relevant audience, and it drives those more immediate, measurable results we talked about.
Okay, so for businesses listening who are thinking, right, I need to integrate these better, what are some practical ways to actually do that? How do you make them work together?
There are several effective tactics. For instance, really use your organic channels to showcase your brand's personality, tell your story, show your values.
Like behind-the-scenes stuff.
Yeah, behind-the-scenes Q&As, engaging directly in comments, maybe encouraging user-generated content. Build that community feel.
Okay.
Then look at your analytics. Identify your top-performing organic posts, the stuff that's already resonating with the audience you do reach.
Someone's getting likes, comments, shares.
Exactly.
Good.
And then amplify their reach. Boost those posts with some paid promotion to connect with new relevant audience segments who haven't seen you yet.
Smart. Leverage what's already working.
Precisely. You can also use paid ads more directly, of course, to drive targeted traffic straight to your website, your online store, maybe specific landing pages, or even just key social media profiles you want to grow.
It really sounds like they work in synergy then. The insights you gain from your paid campaigns, the data on what messaging works, who responds that can feed back into your organic strategy, right? Make it even smarter.
Absolutely. It's a continuous feedback loop. You should constantly be monitoring the performance of both your organic and your paid content.
Learning from both sides.
Yes. The data from paid can give valuable clues about what topics, what formats, what language your audience responds to best. You then use that intel to tailor your organic content for greater impact. It's a cycle of learning and optimization.
Okay. So to kind of bring it all together from our perspective, from the Subsign view, what's the main takeaway here, the core advice on this whole organic versus paid conversation?
Our core advice is really to shift away from that outdated idea of relying solely on organic content as your primary growth engine. It just doesn't work like that anymore for most.
So while it's still essential,
It's absolutely essential for establishing authenticity, nurturing your community. But its inherent reach limitations in today's super crowded digital space make it an increasingly inefficient standalone strategy if you're looking for significant growth.
right, so it's not that organic content is dead or obsolete,
Not at all.
but it's certainly no longer the only arrow in your marketing quiver, maybe not even the most reliable one for predictable growth.
Exactly. The most robust, the most effective marketing strategies we see today are the ones that intentionally, strategically integrate both organic and paid approaches.
Using each for its strength.
Yes. You leverage the authenticity and community-building power of organic while harnessing the reach, the precision targeting, and the measurable results of paid content. That combination drives sustainable growth and meaningful engagement.
That makes perfect sense. It's about finding that strategic alignment where both organic and paid efforts are pulling in the same direction, working together to achieve your overall marketing goals.
Precisely. Understanding the unique strengths of each and using them in a complementary fashion, that's really the key to success in today's marketing environment.
So, if you've been listening and maybe thinking about your own marketing efforts, the crucial question to ask yourself is probably, how are you currently balancing your organic and paid strategies?
Yeah.
Are you maybe leaning too heavily on one, perhaps underutilizing the power of the other?
That's the critical self-assessment to make, definitely. Think about your business objectives. Is your current approach truly setting you up for the best possible reach and impact in today's, well, very dynamic digital world?
And of course, if you're looking for some expert guidance in crafting that perfectly balanced, really effective marketing strategy for your specific brand, we at Subsign are absolutely here to help. We can assist you with all of your marketing needs, really, from strategy right through to execution. So please don't hesitate to get in touch.